Alright, imagine this. You wake up. Your phone alarm goes off, thanks to a premium app you pay for monthly. You scroll through Spotify or Apple Music. You tap open the New York Times. Maybe check a few files stored in your iCloud or Google Drive. All before you've even had coffee. Later in the day, you stream Netflix. Maybe grab a meal via Uber Eats with a subscription perk. Your fitness routine? Run by Peloton. Your groceries? Maybe you're on Amazon Fresh. And your ride home? You don't own a car anymore, just a monthly pass or a ride-share app. Sound familiar? Welcome to the subscription era. It's no longer just newspapers and magazines. It's movies, software, groceries, gyms, clothes, vitamins, car rides, toothbrushes, dating apps, and even dog food. But why? How did we go from proudly owning things, DVDs, music CDs, software boxes, even cars, to endlessly paying for access over and over again? It didn't happen overnight. And it's not just about convenience. It's about psychology, economics, and control. Let's rewind a bit. The ownership era, a brief history. For most of modern consumer culture, ownership was king. You bought your music, books, and movies. If you wanted Microsoft Word, you paid once and used it forever. If you liked driving, you saved up and bought a car. You invested in stuff. You took care of it. You owned it. Why? Because owning felt empowering. Permanent. Tangible. But ownership also came with friction. You had to manage updates, fix problems, make space. And if something went out of date or broke, it was your responsibility. Still, it worked. Until the internet changed everything. The digital disruption. As the 2000s hit, digitization crept into every corner of life. Music became MP3s. DVDs got ripped. Software started moving online. At first, piracy ran rampant. Why pay when you could torrent? But then came the solution: access instead of ownership. iTunes gave you 99-cent songs. Then Spotify flipped the model completely. Why own a few songs when you can pay $10 a month for everything? And people loved it. Netflix did the same to DVDs. Suddenly, your shelf of movies was replaced with an infinite scroll. No storage, no upkeep, just access. Everywhere. We didn't realize it at the time, but a new pattern was emerging. Why companies love subscriptions. Let's talk business. Subscriptions are the dream for companies. Why? 1. Predictable revenue. Instead of one big sale, they get recurring monthly income. Every month. Forever. 2. Customer lock-in. You're less likely to leave if your photos, files, playlists, or habits live in their ecosystem. 3. Data. Companies learn more about you month by month. That's marketing gold. 4. Scale without manufacturing. With digital products like music, software, and content, there's no limit to how many people can subscribe. It costs almost nothing to serve an extra customer. It's no wonder every business, from carmakers to toilet paper brands, is chasing a piece of that monthly pie. But what about us, the consumers? Why we keep subscribing? The answer lies in psychology. Subscriptions tap into a few key human biases. 1. Instant gratification. You want to watch, listen, drive, or learn now? Subscriptions remove all barriers. One tap and you're in. 2. Loss aversion. When you cancel, you don't just lose a product, you lose access. It feels like more is being taken away. 3. Low entry costs. $9.99 per month feels way less painful than a $299 software purchase, even if you pay more in the long run. 4. Fear of missing out FOMO. Whether it's exclusive shows on Disney Plus or advanced AI tools, there's always something locked behind a paywall that makes you feel like you're missing out if you don't subscribe. Over time, this shifts our relationship with value. We no longer ask, "Is this worth owning?" We ask, "Can I fit this into my monthly budget?" The Netflixification of everything. What started in tech and entertainment has now spread everywhere. Fitness, why own a gym or bike when you can stream classes? Cars, Porsche, BMW, and Tesla all offer subscriptions. Food, meal kits, grocery boxes, wine clubs. Healthcare, prescription refills, mental health apps, even virtual therapy are all subscription-based. Even razors, underwear, and toilet paper now arrive in monthly boxes. We've been fully Netflixified. And there's a reason it's not stopping. From ownership to dependency. Every time we subscribe, we trade permanence for convenience. But we also trade control for consistency. If your Netflix, Adobe, or cloud service gets cancelled, you lose access, not just to entertainment, but to your files, your memories, your work. You don't own your tools anymore, you rent them. And that dependency has a cost. Think about it. If every tool you use in your daily life suddenly turned off without monthly payment, what would you still have? Would your music still play? Would your design software work? Would your notes, documents, and contacts still be accessible? The financial and mental load. The average American today pays for 12 to 17 different subscriptions. They pile up, $5 here, $12 there, $30 for this, $60 for that. And the real kicker? Many people don't know what they're paying for anymore. Subscriptions become background noise. Silent charges. This is known as subscription fatigue, the emotional exhaustion of tracking and managing constant, small financial commitments. Apps have even sprung up just to help people cancel subscriptions they forgot they had. We're subscribed to life itself. Is there a way out? Well, maybe not out, but forward. Some are pushing for ownership resurgence, indie software with one-time fees, open-source alternatives, offline music and games. Others are advocating for transparent bundling and better user control, clearer cancellation options, spend tracking, and more ethical design. Still, for many of us, subscriptions are here to stay. The goal now? Use them wisely. Don't just default to renting. Ask yourself, do I need this monthly? Do I use it enough to justify it? Is there a better long-term alternative? Because if we're not careful, we'll find ourselves renting everything and owning nothing. Final thoughts. The rise of subscriptions isn't just a business trend, it's a cultural shift. It changes how we define value, how we measure convenience, and how we relate to ownership. In a world where everything is a service, we're learning to pay not just for stuff, but for access, time, and attention. And that changes everything. And hey, if you found this deep dive into the psychology and economics of subscriptions eye-opening, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who has a million tiny charges on their credit card each month. We've got more long-form explorations coming, unpacking the systems that shape our lives, the myths we live by, and the truths we tend to overlook. Stay curious. Stay kind. And I'll see you in the next one.